Hey up, this is Barry from NFT Music Info. I hope you're well. So recently I did a video on some of the selected music NFT projects on Opensea that I found out about, as well as my own. I thought it would be a good idea because I had such a good response from that video just to do another one, just to go through a few more of the music NFT projects. NFT music and music NFTs is something that I'm very passionate about, and that's why I created this YouTube channel. I always want to keep reporting on these music projects. So if you've got any that you'd like me to explore, please add them to the comment section or get in touch. So let's have a quick look. So if I go to the explore at the top of Opensea, now Opensea is like known as the eBay marketplace of NFTs. So there's a huge range of different types of NFTs, and they've got a dedicated music section on there. So it comes up with Explore Music. Now, I've got a bit of a tiff with this from my point of view, because I like to see all music NFT projects. I don't like to see curated music projects, but it is what it is. The unfortunate thing is there's a huge amount of curated. And what I mean by curated is that Opensea are featuring them really on this page. So all of the famous ones I'll put on there. All of the not so famous ones, they may not. I've been in touch with Opensea regarding this. First of all, I'd like to be part of this page. It'd be fantastic if I were, because I feel that I'm credible enough now that I could be on this page. But also, the only gripe I've really got about it is obviously they are really good at featuring new music NFT projects. But for you to be able to search your own, you have to go all the way to the bottom of the screen, which takes quite some time because they keep adding more and more music projects to here. So it is a little frustrating for me, because I just think from a buyer's perspective or an investor's or a fan perspective, are people really going to be bothered to go all the way to the bottom of this screen to click on see all items? Now, the other option is to obviously search in the search box and then filter by just music. But I also had a game in getting my projects labelled as a music category. So Opensea had to do that on their side. So what happened is I created a brand new collection. And when you create a collection, if I do this, and sorry, I go on a tangent every so often, but you'll see in category, we're unable to add the music category ourselves. It has to be done by Opensea. You have to raise a support ticket with them to be able to do that, which is a little frustrating for me, because it's almost like saying music isn't that important for us, so we're just going to leave it out. There might be other reasons behind Opensea why they want to do that manually, but it's just another step to do that. And because I have quite a lot of different music collections, like Cassette Dreams, Stem City music files, and CyberMonday music tracks, I had to raise quite a few ticket requests to be able to do that. The good thing, however, though, is that my main music track project is now known as a music category. So even though it doesn't appear in the featured section, it's still part of music. So if anybody's searching for music in the main search box and then filtering by music, chances are you might see me. So I'm really pleased about that. I've mentioned these collectible cards before, but I don't believe I had any sales on them, purely because they were all Ethereum and gas fees are quite high. They've been coming down a tiny bit. People have been jumping, oh, the gas fees are cheap. They're not cheap, they're just coming down slowly. So I'm hoping they'll continue to keep doing that. But that's my personal reason why I don't think any have been sold. So what I've actually done, I've spent a lot of time this week on actually recreating these on the Polygon network. That way they're gas free. And I've noticed recently a lot more music NFTs are actually being put on the Polygon chain on Opensea, which makes it gas free. So it incentivizes buyers, to just pay the list price of what they want to buy. So if I just click on one as an example, just to show you what I've actually done to help with scarcity. I would say scarcity. It sounds like a Halloween thing. Scarcity is that I've minted 50 of each of my collectible cards, but I've only got 5 of them really cheap. One's just sold. See, that says it. People are believing in Polygon now. This is fantastic. So yeah, so there's 4 now available for $2.49 each. And the way that it works is if you collect 5 of these collectible cards in the collection, there'll be unlockable content for you to receive a 5-track download pack, which I thought is a really good incentive for buyers. and these will be going up in price, just to let you know. So it's worth getting in quick if you're interested in electronic music or want to support me on my channel. So cool. As well as that, I've seen a lot of traction. I was, a bit not down, but I was a bit, I want to be successful on Opensea. And a good way of actually checking that is you can click on activity on any project within Opensea, and it'll give you an indication of what sales you've had, whether there's been any transfers, that kind of thing. And basically, I have been getting some traction on some of the purchases, and particularly some of my limited edition music NFTs like Bleep has been selling for more recently. So that's currently $8, $8.30, whereas before they were going for $2 mark. So I'm really pleased that people are purchasing these NFTs. It really helps the channel out, and it's getting my name out there, which I'm so pleased about. So thank you for anybody that's done that. I've now got over 150 owners on my Cyber Monday music track collection, so I'm really pleased about that. And I'm going to try and use this as a basis for releasing my new music NFTs on Opensea, trying to stick with this theme of my music, unless it's something predominantly very different, in which case I'll create a new collection for like my other stuff. So cool. So I hope that's helped. But let me go back to music, and let's have a quick explore. So again, it's like Spotify for me. I don't like to be told what to listen to. I like to choose my own stuff from access to everything. Perhaps that's just personal to me. I really don't know. But I just wish this was at the top. So if I click see all items on there, you're then able to sort by various things. Now, when I'm looking out for new NFT music projects, I will check Twitter. Twitter is the place to be finding out about music NFTs at the moment. There's also a few Twitter spaces where you can have conversations, audio conversations with people, and you can be a listener or a speaker on there. I'd love to do one in the future, actually, but work commitments tell me otherwise at the moment. But I'll still continue with this YouTube channel. But by all means, if I get free time, I might set one up in the future. But what I like to do on Opensea is I like to look at recently listed to find out all of the new stuff that's happening. So I'm not completely convinced it's the right filter, because The Weeknd is quite old now, and yet it's still one of the latest ones. But you can scroll down and you can start to see all of the new NFT projects and music NFTs that aren't projects out there. And you can literally start clicking on the play, and then that'll start playing very loudly, very loudly. Or what you're also able to do is click on in the actual NFT itself, and then you're able to delve deeper. There you go, that's my airdrop there. So that's cool. What I also like to do is I like to go to most favorited, because I feel that, that's the audience, and if they're going to favorite the most NFT projects that they like, then there's more chance of seeing that. So this is Christoph. I've purchased 2 of this NFT because I really like the music. It's actually an album release, so it's very cheap at the moment. But yeah, 163 likes there. I mean, that's amazing. Really impressive stuff. The most is 615 likes. That's huge. Pat Dimitri, I reported on the last one. Dill, I've interviewed previously on this channel, 109 likes. Trying to find myself, which I love to say. There we go. So I've got 72 here. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 rows down. But I exist. That's the main thing. So yeah, so there you go. But I like to do that as well. But the most important thing that I go to is straight away is to look at the recently sold, because that shows what's active at the moment in terms of music NFTs. The unfortunate thing is going to be whether people are building collections and then not reaching out to Opensea to change them to music. It is possible in this way that you'll miss them out. So you might want to search for music NFT or song NFT or sound NFT. Again, it's going to be a bit hit and miss whether you're going to reach all of those, but there must be some hidden ones. This is another one from Christoph that I reported on. Now, Christoph has got a Discord channel, and joined there 2 days ago, I think. But I also purchased this NFT yesterday because I thought that was pretty cool. For me, I like the small projects. I don't like huge, massive, expensive Ethereum projects where I've got no footing of ever buying anything. I'd rather help other artists out that are maybe unsigned or starting out in the NFT space and help and contribute, you know. And I think I encourage that. I think that's really important. Nifty Sax, I recently saw an interview on him with YouTube on Music Mint, I think it was called, or NFT Music Mint. Mint Songs, that's it. And Nifty Sax is a very credible NFT music artist because he's done a huge collection, and he was going in to explain, you know, his first collection wasn't very successful. He had 100 collaborators with artists working with him, but none of them had any major fame, so the project really didn't get off the ground. But he produced these Nifty Sax NFTs on the Genesis collection, and they've been selling really well. So it's good to see projects that are working well. There's a lot of audio glyphs on here. I might look at doing some more visual stuff. I'm Spotty is a really famous artist now in the NFT space. Did the album, reported on that previously on another video, so check that out if you're interested. It's just great to see, you know, in the past month there's just so many more projects that you can check out. Something that I would really love Opensea to do in the future, that so looks like Donald Trump made of salmon, doesn't it? Is that I would like to see genres as a filter option for the NFT music space on OpenSea. I think that would really open it up. And then you could filter by electronic music, for example, or pop or hip hop. And then you'll just see those related to those NFTs. I'd really like to see that as a suggestion. I've seen Arpeggio Studios, Sewer Rats I've seen as well. So it's just great to see these projects. But then the advantage of having the featured collection, now criticising for what I said earlier, is that at least everything's grouped in projects. So rather than seeing everything, at least you have got a bit of a, easy way of navigating through all of these projects. I mean, Calvin Harris has done a few. The Duck song, not really my cup of tea, but again, very, very popular. It's done very well. The Weeknd did a collaboration with a visual artist. I do like The Weeknd. I covered one of the tracks there. I can't remember the name of it though. I've done too many covers. That's the other thing. I'm reluctant to release any covers on NFT platforms because I don't know where legally that, I mean, I've got licenses to release them officially on Spotify, etc. Purchase the licenses for that via my label, but in terms of putting them as NFTs, I think is a bit of a dodgy area at the moment. So we'll see. Mini Synths looks cool. Let's have a quick look at that one. So only 6 items at the moment with 6 owners. Certainly when things are one of ones, that really improves the chances. But with music, I think that's difficult. Unless you've got like snippets of segments of audio, I think it's very difficult to do one of one NFTs. I've done some one of one NFTs on enter.audio for like remixes and things because I've got a huge back catalogue. So for me, I'm able to do that on tracks that I don't, not as passionate about as the radio edits, for example. But yeah, it's there's different strategies, and that's something that I'm trying to explore on this channel. It's just amazing. There really wasn't this many when I last looked, a few weeks ago. It's just grown and grown and grown. Blau, obviously. I do laugh when people call him 3 Lau. I can see why, but yeah. So the next album by Blau, let's have a look at that. I thought the floor price might not be cheap. 306 minted items with 41 owners. So very nice visually. But it's pretty incredible how if you're famous in the NFT space, you can get away with charging a lot more. Creators who own the following pieces below are qualified to enter the drawing for Let You Go Faces Glass. Okay, then you've got details, a bit about Blau there. So not much information, to be perfectly honest. We've got 99 editions of a lot of these. So, okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Let's go back and see what else there is. Back again. There we go. Takes a while to catch up with itself. A bit like myself, really. But no, there's lots of projects on here. This is the kind of thing that I'm interested in doing, is the music visualizers, like a bit like from the 90s, Winamp, for anybody that remembers that. Might be looking at doing that as a collection in the future. There's something to say about having movement on the screen, so animations with music is definitely something that I like to do where possible. It's not always possible. It's a lot more work. But collaboration is something that might be a possibility in the future that I'm looking into as well. I mean, I do produce artificial intelligent art as well, but there is something about having the animation going on there. So yeah, there's a lot, isn't there? You know, I'm not going to delve into each one now, but I just thought I'd do another video about explaining these NFT music projects on Opensea, and to look out for them because they are growing all the time. And as we all know with NFTs, if you're early adopters, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're an early adopter, you can, you know, hold and hopefully make money on them. You may just be a fan and actually want to just to keep them because you like the music, which is what I did for this here. So, you know, there's lots of opportunities there. So, something that I wanted to quickly check, actually, I'll have a look on my Discord. And apologies, this isn't a very heavily edited video because of time. But if I have a quick look in the Discord channel, I just wanted to see Pat's album that he dropped recently. Pat Dimitri, there we go. Music share, I think it'll be in the announcements section. And let me have a look, see if I can find it. There we go. Amnesia. So Amnesia on the Ethereum blockchain is 100 of 100. They've been selling really well. So this is Pat's debut album. So if I click on that now, it should take me straight to it. There we go. So we've got 38 owners. The current price is $104 at the moment. It's taken a bit of a hit, I think. Well, it says that, but no, because let me have a look, see if people have been paying more for it. That could possibly why. It's literally just come out. There we go. 3 days ago. No, a bit more than that maybe. Let me have a quick look. 4 days ago. I mean, I love Opensea, but sometimes just don't get enough information on the screen. So yeah, so 100 were minted 4 days ago, and they've been selling for 0.025 ETH ever since. So that's really cool. So yeah, lots of sales there. And this token grants access to a download link to my debut album Amnesia. This was started in 2020. And it means the world of me that you care to listen to it. And then you've got the track listing there. And then it's one of those things, you don't hear the music unless you purchase the NFT. It's an interesting strategy, that one. I think I did that somewhere before, but from my perspective, I like to have previews, which is why I do the airdrops and things. But it's personal preference. Pat's got a great fan base. So for Pat, you know, you don't have to do that. It's more about having something that NFT holders can listen to, and the general market, you know, you wouldn't be able to listen to that whole album. You might be able to find individual tracks on Opensea to check out. So that's what I do. There are some other platforms that do that. Record Shop is another one. I find it a little bit frustrating on Record Shop because you have to buy the music to listen to it. So I find myself on YouTube trying to plow through, trying to listen to samples of the songs of what I want to invest in, and I can't hear that. But because Pat's got a great fan base, they'll just go in and buy it straight away, which is really cool. So there you have it. Cool. Sorry that video was a bit random, but I do enjoy covering various things. And hope you liked it, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Take care. Bye.